Hey, welcome back, everybody.
We're back.
It turns out we never left. We've been trapped here for several weeks until we finish recording this game for you with our good friend Reina. Reina, say hello to everyone, please.
Hello.
We got through the demo and we were like, wait, hold on. We have to keep going, don't we? We got to see this through.
We got to do it for the culture.
Right? And now here we are, without a choice in the world. We are going to play more Ochitsubaki for you. I had to download the game separately and re-click up to where we were last time, which was right about here.
What a hero.
Look at all those beautiful animations. We really do live in the future.
We do.
Could they make your visual novels blink at you in the past? I don't think so.
Yes. The PC-98 was a magical era.
Oh god. Imagine Ochitsubaki with a PC-98. Oh, that would look pretty good. I think. Would. All right. Look at this new material. Let's see. For last time, did we have me do the narrate? Yeah,
you did the narration. I did the speaking, and for Hanashiro, and Vivian did it for Tsubame, right?
Exactly. All right. I don't know you. I don't know you, Tsubame. I don't know you. I wish I did. I wish so badly that I did. I don't know if you are the one I lost before. Beyond that door of 7-4. I don't know if you are the one I lost before. Once more, tell me, are you here now or were you here before? What is it in store? Are you here now or have you been here before?
Lin Kucheron.
There we go.
That was the name we were looking for. Tsubame was the... Okay.
Yeah, Tsubame is the one that our thoughts continually turn to.
Shiro-sama.
Lun Kocheron drones.
Shiragiku's owl just dropped off a message. Your groceries are ready to be picked up in the kitchen. Don't know why they didn't just send someone, though.
Didn't I just stab you and, teleport you somewhere? What?
I was gonna say...
It's okay, it happens.
I guess it happens.
Stabbing happens to the best of folks, doesn't it? I say quietly, and I look away.
Fine, just let me finish practicing, and then we can go get them.
Okay.
I reply automatically. My heart aches. It's been so long. And still, some things don't fade. You never forget how to say okay to something, to someone, to... It doesn't matter what you say okay to. It doesn't matter what you do. Do you have any say? Do you ever? You never get your way. You never. Okay, Tsubame, okay. I'll kiss you like you wanted. I'll do anything to keep you. I'd do anything. Just stay. Have you met Shirohana? She's a lot like you if you were rude. Lamoshi, I've never been allowed to be rude. Not till now, and even so. Only to someone that reminds me of you. While I sit quietly staring at nothing, Lun Kocheron finishes up training in the courtyard and enters my private bath. Once I hear them washing up under the waterfall spray, I silently glide towards the door.
Wait, who's talking?
These are the kids because they're. I think Hanashiro's remembering stuff, or.
Yeah, because that's a little.
Oh no! This is Lun Kucheron, and Hanshiro's just calling them Tsubame.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, that's gonna be you, Viv.
Ahoy! What did I say about waiting for me?
Tsubame pokes their head out into the hallway between bathing chamber and entryway, where I am standing, and they glare. I roll my eyes and sigh.
Yes, Tsubame-sama. Certainly, Tsubame-sama.
Piss off. You lost your right to shoot the shit when you fucking stabbed me.
Oh, so good thing to know. We didn't just forget about that.
Yeah.
I say nothing.
Now shut up and just wait for me. I was gonna be nice about it, but you just gotta be a little shit, huh?
I stand in approximately the same spot and stare at nothing. I am well practiced.
Hey.
Lun Kocheron scratches behind one ear, with which flicks flat.
Are you, like, good? You went all glassy-eyed. Are you okay?
I look directly at them.
Why do you care?
Look, like, we might not be cool right now, but, like, you don't look so good. The look on your face is all flat.
The look on your face implies you actually give a shit, which I'm sure you don't.
Boy, stop being rude. I'm just trying to do my job.
I look away.
This is it. Oh my God.
Oh, this is good. I love
Hanashiro's the worst.
I know. We're so Hanashiro is just like such a little shit. Like Lun Kocheron is a little shit, and Hanashiro is a shit. They're perfect for each other. That's right. That's I look away.
You could do a much worse job, and Shirikiku might even reward you for it.
Huh?
You have soap in your hair. Rinse it and then let's go. I won't wait any longer, Lord of Nothing.
Lun Kocheron's ears flatten.
Fine.
They wash up quickly and they grab one of the large baskets I am holding, and they take the lead as we go. They have an irritated swing to their hips in their steady stride, and I float on the air behind them, my dark robes aflutter. Down one of the long, narrow, low-ceiling hallways bracketed by red pillars exposing the open-air gardens, one of the nobles in Shirogiku's kotiri slams into me. My balance has always been abysmal. I fall to my knees to the sound of tittering. Titter-tatter, pitter-patter goes the rain on a daisy night. A spring moon on a hazy night. It's a killing night. For those birds who've lost flight, to those who can't sing tonight, I've learned to swim on a killing night.
Hey, you okay?
I say nothing. I know my eyes are glass, and I know you can see. Right through them, but you never see me, Tsubame. Not until it's too late. That red string of fate was cut long ago. I don't think it would have led me to you, even if you had wanted it to. Which you didn't. You never wanted me like I wanted you, Lumoshi.
Boy, Hanashiro?
I've just been sitting here, on my knees, Lun Kocheron crouched before me, offering a bare hand. I can't stand it. I stand.
Don't touch me.
Fine then.
I revise my statement, watching the flyaway house crest banners rippling behind the nobles as they flit away. I lower my eyelids in the timbre of my voice.
It'll be better later if you don't touch me now.
So one thing I'm noticing in this one is so part of the obviously a big part of the game is the difficulty of translating certain things, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the version we're playing is the native English version.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
One thing I'm noticing is a lot of very strange and specific wordplay. Like I mean the most it's pretty obvious, like in the last paragraph where you're like, I can't stand it, I stand.
Mm-hmm.
Like that putting those two versions of the same word next to each other that wouldn't translate. You know, like you can't translate that. And
Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, oh, so what other subtleties are we missing that?
Yeah.
And stuff
we
like
must
that.
be missing stuff, right?
Exactly. We have to be. Uh-oh. By the way, Lun Kocheron blushes furiously. I have definitely said the wrong thing. Or, well, the right thing in the wrong way. Fuck!
What will?
Never mind. Just don't.
Lun Kocheron coughs.
It's not like I wanted to or anything.
Lun Kocheron speeds ahead.
Longtime
Oh, good.
is a tsundere. The fabled tsundere interaction.
This is what happens when you get two Soons in a room. Oh, gods forbid. I have never had a good sense of direction, so I'm not really sure where we're going. I lose my sense of space and simply follow the waving twin tails behind Lunkocharon.
See, she even has twin tails.
There's a lot of gold on satin black decor, elaborate latticework of webs of glass and iron, firefly lanterns, as well as paper lanterns floating up and back down, as though suspended by their own red thread. I hear spirits talking behind me, tittering as I pass, but I don't see them. I don't look. I don't even hear them. I've heard it before. He'll kneel for anyone, won't he? Just see. Gutter scum. Filth. Feeding on milkweed and star thistle like she deserves it. Cur. Shiragiku-sama, how can you even stand her? I heard they were the one to do it, to bring the first cataclysm. It's their fault Shiragiku-sama is trapped here. Maybe we should thank them.
Shiro-sama.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did
Yes.
I did.
Okay.
I did that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No problem.
Do you fucking hear them?
I smile pleasantly.
You're what?
Lunkocharon looks horrified, their eyes widening and their mouth turning down in the corners into a grimace.
Whatever, we're almost there, just through this hall.
I follow them to the kitchen where the cooks sneer at me and point to this week's groceries, and Tsubame and I tuck them into our baskets. When the cooks have their backs turned, Tsubame filches a bottle of sake with a finger over their lips. I smile for real this time, despite myself. I glance at the kitchen implements. The technology of gas stoves has been rediscovered in this time, and so has refrigeration, though the refrigeration only works due to enchanting glyphs written on the inside of a wooden cabinet. Retro tech and ancient magics. Perfect combination. There have been higher tech moments in time between cataclysms, but this period is not one of them. Shiragiku, however, keeps her Moonflower Castle in more or less the same state throughout the ages, updating this and that, degrading that or this, and so on and on and on and on. Tsubame snaps and I follow them back to my rooms, looking at their lashing twin tails, my own white foxtail swishing behind me. So every time Hanashiro here goes out, he has to wear the mask, right?
Mm-hmm.
For fear of recognition, and gonna get recognized anyway. But once we're back, I start putting away the groceries into my own wooden refrigerator cabinet. Opening it puffs out a gust of cold air.
How can you fucking stand it?
I am pleasantly looking at some duck eggs in my gloved hands when Tsubame growls behind me.
Haven't the slightest idea what you're on about.
I mock.
The shitty thing is that I don't even know if you're joking.
These two have great energy. I ignore them, returning to my baskets of goodies. The shrimp look fantastic with their beady eyes and long whiskers. You sure you're looking at the shrimp there? In shell, of course, since the cooks would never bother to peel them for me. And I wouldn't want them to. I can make a little shrimp noodle soup today.
I don't suppose you'd want to join me for dinner.
I murmur, wry.
Hanashiro.
My foxtail stands alert.
What is it?
What the thistle fuck did you do to piss everyone off?
What kind of word is thistlefuck?
I love it.
How does one thistlefuck?
What the I mean, so earlier we had a line about thistle something, right? What is it?
Star thistle?
Star thistle?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like a colloquialism of like motherfuck or something like that.
I mean, a thistle's a kind of plant, right? It has sharp, spiky bits.
Oh, so if you're thistle fucking, then you're fucking yourself with something that would hurt a lot.
I guess so.
I guess. I'm trying to figure it out here, and I don't think it's coming to me.
Is this nothing and just like a turn of phrase used to be thing, or is there something here?
It could just be a turn of. I mean, I think about how wont we are in our modern age to throw random words in front of fuck. Yeah, so it could just be that. Fuck. Calmly, I say.
Why do you think it's my fault? Because it always is. Hanashiro, you treated you like that because you deserved it. I deserve it.
Lunkocharon's eyes widen and they slap a hand over their mouth.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
I don't say anything, and a little less cheerfully, I put away the rest of the ingredients. Maybe I won't cook today. No one to cook for, anyway.
Shiro-sama, why do they treat you like that?
You brought sake, right? Were you intending to drink alone?
I wasn't intending at all, Shiro-sama.
I intend a bit more. Thank you. Drink with me.
Just 1 cup.
I nod.
Just 1 cup.
I wasn't intending at all.
Intend a bit more.
I love the particular turns of phrase that come about from this. It's so good. I heat the sake bottle up between my palms with foxfire I only learned a half millennium ago. The trick of it being beautiful, sapphiric, and not too hot, but not nothing either. More than a mirage. I take out 2 sakazuki from my dimensional pouch where I store all my treasures from the long millennium. Scattered white petals sit painted in delicate ink at the bottom of the bowl from a snowdrop tree, the kind in the Teardew mountain peaks, which still exist to this long day. I want you to know it took every single bit of effort of my body not to say treasure.
And it was all for naught.
It had to come out somehow. I took the lesser of 2 evils. I sit down at the kotatsu, which isn't on because the spring weather has turned warm today, in the eternal spring of the Moonflower Kingdom division of Unearth. There are cushions surrounding all 4 sides, and it is a small kotatsu since Shirgiku knows only I ever stay in this section of her castle, and I never have company. I pour the sake into the sakazuki, and the petals at the bottom of the cup turn a sakura pink.
Whoa, incredible.
Mm.
Kanpai?
I nod.
Kanpai.
I take a swallow and it glides down my throat, warming me through. Lunkocharon isn't sitting across from me, but rather next to me. And it only takes a very certain type of insouciant? I've never seen this word before.
No, you have.
It takes a very certain type of insouciant lean to place my hand near their thigh.
It means like indifferent or something like that? Like apathetic? Okay. Like very calm, chill, like you just do it?
Unassuming? Maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's only one thing anyone ever wants from me, anyway. Tsubame-chan ends up being the type to flush immediately with the first sip, and I smile. Seemingly confused, they smile back at me. And then they remember who I am, and they frown.
What do you want to talk about?
Tsubame-chan says, draining the sakazuki. I follow suit.
Do you really want to talk?
I murmur. And they lean in. We are almost nose to nose.
What'd you say?
They scrunch up their nose. I kiss them full on the mouth. They kiss me back like it's natural, like it's instinctive, before dazedly pulling back for a second, glaring at me, and then shoving me into the tatami mat until I can feel their claws scratch. They nip at the corner of my mouth with their fangs, and I part my lips to let them in. I wrap a hand around the nape of their neck underneath their hair that is falling around us both like a curtain, and I scratch my own talons into the tiny hairs curling there.
I'm so fucking angry with you.
They say.
I hate you.
Hate me some more?
I say. Good. Healthy. We kiss and we...
I do need to take a moment.
I'd say that they need to talk some stuff out, but honestly, still a fan of the dynamic.
Yes. But
We kiss and we kiss, Tsubame's mouth tasting of the sharp spike of alcohol and the heat of the sublime. They fuck into my mouth with their tongue, and I find myself panting. I did not expect to read stuff like this today. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. My talons scratch harder into the back of their neck, crushing our lips together, and I slide an arm around them in between their shoulder blades. Tsubame wraps both arms around my back, resting them at the base of my spine and in the center of it, rocking their hips into the cradle of mine, my legs spread wide.
Fuck.
I believe,
Shit.
yeah.
Shit, we have to stop.
I look at them quietly from the floor when they pull away. Not very far, still almost nose to nose with me until they pull themselves up and away from temptation.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
a few things.
I smile, wiping my mouth.
Is this... Why did you stab me and kiss me?
What will it take for you to go away and run Kocharan?
Tsubame puzzles over that, eyebrows furrowing.
Huh?
What do you want from me? When will you take it and go?
I don't understand.
I want you to hate me, but that doesn't mean you can't fuck me.
What?
Tsubame is blushing, and this time not because of the alcohol.
I hate you because you stabbed me and didn't even fucking explain a single goddamn thing. I'm like willing to forgive you and shit.
I don't want you to forgive me. I want you to fuck me.
Tsubame scrubs their face.
It's not like I don't want to, but What the fuck is wrong with you? What do you mean about deserving it and stuff?
Do you want to kiss me or not? We don't even have to fuck if you don't want to.
I say.
I don't want to kiss, I want to talk.
And then they think about it.
Okay, I do want to kiss, but I also want to talk.
There is no way in heaven or on earth that I am going to talk. I believe this is Hanashiro.
Yeah.
Talk later. Kiss now?
Tsubame narrows their eyes.
I'll let you hate fuck me? Wait, is this the wrong one?
I think this is
it's still
Hanashiro again.
Yeah. I'll let you hate fuck me?
Oh, yeah? And what if I wanted to be hate fucked?
Might be a problem since I don't hate you, but I'll pretend just for you.
I wink. Oh, that's nice.
Just fuck the shit off. I hate you so much.
But they press me down into the floor again, kissing me and grinding up against me. I find myself flinching when they kiss the apple of my throat, and they stop immediately. Fuck.
Hanashiro?
I say nothing, despite how deeply the rabbit thumping inside my chest urges me to speak. I say nothing. My eyes feel horrifyingly dry, and I am sick and rotting inside, and I will never be free of what lies inside me, of what once did, and my throat knots when I kiss, but Tsubame pushes me away.
Hey, Shiro-sama, you okay?
They rub my back in circles, not holding me, but offering. I automatically slide a hand into their robes, but they grab my wrist, still where the glove still is, and they shake their head no.
It's not that I didn't like it.
I say to empty space, stars and old aches.
I don't know why it's going bad now. It doesn't always. It actually never does.
I look down. I believe this is Hanashiro again.
Yeah, burdened with ugly Hanashiro ever the same. Unchanging in all these days.
Hey.
Lun Kocharan kisses my head, soft and affectionate in a way I've done nothing to deserve. I've not even served them yet.
I'm unused to tenderness,
I say.
Is that why you flinched away?
I turn away.
Come now, we can just kiss today, or not. Just anything. Truce?
I want you to hate me.
No truce then, huh?
Luncoatron keeps rubbing my back because I haven't told them not to, and I like it. I don't know how much time passes just like that. The strain of my silicene...
Silicene.
My brain went a little bit too sci-fi and made it too hard. The strain of my silence easy, comforting to me, because I know it will make them leave if I wait long enough. Sounds like you got some healthy coping mechanisms there, Hanashiro. Yeah. I was patient enough to wait for it to stop when it was happening.
If I stab the person I like, then they'll hate me, and then then it won't be painful.
Yep. And just gonna leave that fun line there for contemplation. I can wait for Luncoatron to go away. And Luncoatron yawns.
I'm not going away.
Fuck.
Why?
I made a promise.
I look at them, sharp.
Shirigiku promised you something to keep an eye on me? Spy on me?
Tsubame's tails swish.
I can make you a better offer.
I lean into them, putting a hand on their thigh. Tsubame's eyes narrow, and they hiss.
I don't want you to kneel for me. Not like that.
You did before.
Tsubame scowls.
Who did?
I say nothing. Tsubame curls into me, wrapping their arms around my waist, but sinking their claws into my side. They growl into my ear.
What do you have to offer me?
I kiss their cheek.
Do you want to feel powerful, Lord of Nothing?
Tsubame bristles.
I said I didn't want that from you.
Oh, would you rather I take power over you?
I take Luncoatron by the shoulders and straddle their hips, sitting in their lap. Tsubame flexes their claws that are digging into my waist and feel the heat of them beneath me.
I can teach you the language of seven, and heaven and more. I can show you the thread of heaven's net, where they fray, where you can pull and draw it all into disarray. Would you want that, Tsubame?
What would you get from this? What would you get?
Shirigiku will ensure that we are together. You dare lose our only spy, her only chance to catch me alive.
I kiss Tsubame right behind the jaw, open-mouthed and wet, and they grind their teeth, hips rocking.
I need only one thing from you.
Dazed, Luncoatron says.
What's that?
Remember me at my worst, and at the end of days, when seven has her sway. I'll ask something of you, and you will owe me to do whatever it is I say.
I kiss Tsubame on the mouth, full-lipped until we're breathing the same air.
It isn't fair. It isn't fair.
They murmur, running their hands under my robes on soft, open flesh and tender skin.
What if I don't?
Tsubame breathes.
Do what you say.
The three of us became immortal on that day when Seven first had her sway, and on that day again when Seven turns to 10. There's a white rabbit living in my chest where my heart pulses against butterfly breast, living in peach, mint, and lily lie, knowing I would never fly. The white rabbit made the last three live for eternity. I can make one. I bite their lip and rip a morsel out of their inner mouth, and they look like you, Lumoshi, whenever things would go south between us. Luncoatron pushes me away, frantic, trembling, disassembling, and with a mouthful of blood and spits.
Hey, what are you?
If you disobey,
I say, swallowing the tenderest, sweetest bite of meat not rotten yet. I say,
do not forget, you will forever rue the day.
Sometimes this rhymes like a freaking Dr. Seuss novel, and I love it.
It really does.
Instead of Dr. Seuss novel, I feel like that sentence maybe was not the correct choice of words to describe.
No, I think it was exactly the
No,
correct choice of
It
words.
was right.
You sure? Okay.
Yes. It's not as bad as. Have you listened to like a Strive's main theme, SK?
Hey, what?
Have you listened to Strive's main theme, Smell of the Game? Daisuke.
No, I have
rhymes
not.
Blazing with blazing.
Blazing with blazing. Yo, that's how I want to blaze. Oh, also, hey, everything is black and white monochrome now, and we are Loon Kocheron now.
Wow.
Whoa.
Just gonna start inserting random neons here and there.
Oh, to be a servant and then just meeting the absolute worst person.
The worst, but they're hot.
They're really hot.
Oh no, they're hot. For today. Oh, what? What's up?
I was just gonna ask if you wanted to continue with that, or
Yes.
if you wanted a bit of it. Okay.
For today, I live or die at your service. Kill, too, I suppose. Did you know, Hanashiro, when we met, I thought you were a prick. Nothing wrong with it, but when we met, I thought you would be a dick like any other god-forbidden, self-smitten, lick-ridden lord of the heavens. You Amayuri and all your brethren. Shiragiku may be my master, but it won't be long before she discards me for the wolves of her kind. And I, a feline, the sort, do not desire to comport myself with such dastardly wealth of supreme stupidity, such ignominy of those who think themselves better because they were born with keys to the door to the living kingdom of seven, or so those Ayakashi that see themselves as Okami, gods on the floor of forced dirt, of milk and hurt, hurting and silten worms. A bird is a worm upon the firmament of the kingdom of heaven. And who am I but a humble rat-killing rat? Oh, sorry, a cat. 9 lives. 9 lives. To kill all 9 is to kill something sublime. And how many times now I have died working myself to raw bone. Not that my flesh is worth a penny to those who demand me for my work. I am the Lord of Nothing. And do not forget, Shiragiku, what you promised. For now, I'll play Minder, Decider, Fatebinder, Delighter, Head Scyther, Mothfinder, and Firefly both. To your little precious Osanajimi, that friend back then. Though they seem no friend to you now, despite the way you allow, nay, invite the swing of their Roselia sword, which, if I do recall, falls only to those who are meant to fall. A fallen camellia is a beheading. Every time, every petal falling at once, a severing. I wonder where we read that before. Could it be over on the left side of this? It might have been on the left side of the screen over here.
It was in the actual text as well.
Yeah.
Also, their use of actual Japanese in the middle of it also makes it really hard to follow.
Yeah, it definitely can be. Because it's, I'm guessing that part of that is the intentional decision of the translator, right?
Oh, yeah,
like,
totally.
Yeah, this is the best way. We're not going to translate, we're going to transliterate, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Rather than translate. Shiragiku,
Like,
I think. Well, go ahead.
She literally said childhood friend when she says Osana Jimmy, so.
Yep.
I did not know that, actually.
Now
Thank
you know.
Now I do. Going to the bank. Shiragiku thinks he will be a severing, Hanashiro. The question for me is, if I let you... Kinkei. They say those who can fool a fool are the greatest fools.
Foolish fools.
I was going to
Foolishly
say.
fools.
I can't. Francisca von Karma living rent-free in my head at all times.
I was actually thinking of Aku from, Samurai Jack.
Oh, I have not seen Samurai Jack.
I forget what that show's like. It's been so fucking long.
It was like really strangely good and like for the era it came out in, and it just looked really bold.
It's just 90% really good. Like, actually, it's not that much dialogue in most of its things. It's just like, hey, what if you just wanted different weird samurai movies each episode, or occasionally some other sort of adventure thing, plot condensed to 30 minutes?
Yeah, it's one of those ones where you're like, oh wow, this was hiding in the children's programming. I should probably start with this again. They say those who can fool a fool are the greatest fools of all. Who am I, then, to make you laugh after you nearly fought me to death on a whim, and then proceeded to remember him, who I know now? These days with you in my bed. But I still remember what was said about her to Wolf She, Shiragiku, that a rabbit is just a rabbit and prey can never be a predator. I know now, that even predators can become prey. What do they say about the Amayori? That you are all birds? How absurd. Shiragiku is not, and has never been, a bird. But a bird of prey. Perhaps. The Shrike. Tonight, Hanashiro, will you be the swan? Or will you speak, and will we both carry on?
Tsupami-chan.
Yes, Shiro-sama?
Your face says nothing, but that you say nothing says it all.
I'm coming to bed. Don't worry your pretty little head, Shiro-sama.
You say nothing. The swan tonight, then. I curl up in bed next to you and I rue the day we met. I have no greater regret. When you die, Hanashiro, what will be left for me? When you die, Hanashiro, what will be left of me?
Tsupami-chan, you're thinking too much.
No thoughts, head empty. I fucking spit in your face with how hard I laughed.
Look who's talking, fool.
You smile.
I think less around you.
My heart beats double time, and I think about the sublime. I think the sublime are about to spirit me away. Before I can say what I want, but I never say what I want, because when you know when someone is going to die, because they have long outlived their time, and the immortal earth calls them back, and the rabbit in the tear-dew heaven wants them back, and you know so deep inside that they don't want you deeply enough to disobey the sublime. You smack my face around a little. I slap your hand away, and you slap me back. We both devolve into slapping each other and shoving one another's faces away, and you whine when I pinch your cheek, and I wail when you bite my nose. And then we both laugh for a second, the ridiculous sound ripped out of me. And then you suddenly twist your hips, throwing me and grabbing my forearms to pin me down. And even though I'm wearing my sleeves, which hook into my middle finger and tie together at my chest, even through them I can feel the dry, summery heat of your hands, gloved as they are on supple deerskin, ethereal, pale as pearl, otherworldly like the dead and the forgotten. But you haven't forgotten, though you wouldn't say that you remember. You'd say you know. You stroke my forearms, your hips bracketing mine, and though neither of us are touching skin, it is unbearably intimate.
Shiro-sama, how long? Until the camellias fall.
And the world ends for us all, except you, unless you choose right. Tonight. But you won't. One reason to live cannot counter the 1,000 to die, and I will never be the reason someone lives instead of dying. You wait until I am looking at you to speak. You kiss me and I am unbearably weak.
A year. That's long enough, isn't it?
I want to cry like many times. I want to, and I don't. don't. And I don't know why I'm fixated on keeping a spirit in my lantern. When I know I have to let them go, when I know they have to leave, please don't fucking leave me, Hanashiro. But I can't ask you, and you can't stay. I hide my face on your shoulder, and you run your hands over my ribcage and up the knobby vertebrae of my spine until your warm, deerskin leather settles between my shoulder blades. And I think, this is it. This is the day. And then you say,
Tsubame-chan, what snack would you like today?
and I can't help myself. I fucking lose it.
Stop laughing at me.
You slap my cheek so lightly I can barely feel it, but I nuzzle it into your hand, kissing the leather against your palm.
You are completely useless.
You huff, but you settle down like a starfish, flopping on top of me until you simply pin me down with all your dead weight.
I like everything you make.
I say.
That's a bland lie.
Uh-huh. Name one thing you've made that I haven't liked.
Instantly, you reply.
The crispy bread sandwich with pickled daikon, carrot, cilantro, steamed red meat, and pepper.
What unearthly god do you worship that you would make a sandwich spicy? Who does that? Who would do that to a humble, unsuspecting cat?
Well, because you're on with bad taste.
Oh, wow. I was going to agree here. Like, what are you doing with the sandwich, friend?
Well, the sandwich is does not sound good, but like just being spicy is fine.
Oh, yeah. It's fine.
Pickled daikon, carrot, cilantro. That doesn't sound too bad.
It doesn't. It's just the cilantro, honestly, for me. I have that gene where it tastes like soap.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I've always wondered? How would I know if it's the case that... So I like cilantro, but, you know, how do I know that it's because I don't have the gene and it doesn't taste the soap? Versus, what if it does taste like soap to me and I have the gene and I just love eating soap? How would I know?
It's pretty revolting. You might, maybe you're into that, but
I keep telling her that it's like, no, you know, and she's like, maybe I should just eat soap just to be sure.
Yeah.
has
for
anyone
science.
ever done the thing where they rinse your mouth out with soap for swearing or anything? Because you know.
Yeah. God. Anyway, do not eat the soap, Vivian.
Okay.
It's not good for you.
I believe
Have
this
you
is
sincerely never heard of a spicy chicken sandwich?
That was not chicken, and I have no idea what you're on about this time, Ji-san.
He literally said red meat.
Yeah.
You pause, and then you viciously bite me in the shoulder, and I yowl. And then we fuck around a little, mostly biting and scratching until we're both exhausted, and I go,
Fair match.
it sounds less.
Is this the fabled fuck fighting?
Two switches trying to make the other one top. Your face is flushed, and I'm a little sweaty, and ordinarily I'd prefer to get out our frustrations in a different way, but there's nothing ordinary about you, and this is fun, too. So I find myself not in the least unsatisfied. So it surprised me until I'm terrified when we pad on over to the kitchen, and you pull out a pot and ask,
Are you happy with me?
and I am just so fucking shocked. I can't speak. It's like you sucker punched the wind all out of me, and I have no idea what to do. So I start crying, and then I'm so furiously embarrassed and confused why my body is betraying me now of all times, when I know you need reassurance, loads of it, but when I wipe my eyes, you just look more bewildered than I've ever seen in my life. And then we are both confused, and then you start crying, and I don't know what the fuck to do.
Fuck.
Yep.
Tsubame-chan, I didn't know that.
Shut the fuck up, Hanashiro. Stop crying.
You stop crying first.
I can't. You're like... God, you stop crying first.
I'm only crying because you're crying.
Well, you made me cry, you little bitch.
I'm the bitch. I'm me.
Yeah, bitch.
I smack you on the arm. And then you raise your wide-sleeved hand out of your fancy robe and you smack me on the arm. And it hurts. And then I tickle you in the ribs and you curse and whine and keep trying to hit me, but I'm too tall, so you can't even reach my face. But then genius inspiration strikes and you punch me in the throat.
Genius inspiration.
No, I've never seen it coming.
This is a roller coaster.
I mean, you gotta give him credit there. It's certainly an original way of going about it.
Mm-hmm.
Spitting and choking and laughing, I realized that I have stopped crying, and so have you.
I'm happy, Hanashiro. I'm happy.
Why do you look like you're gonna cry again?
At least
Oh, wait.
my...
Sorry, I messed it up.
No worries.
Yeah.
What?
Because I somehow thought I was been punched for no reason.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Then why do you look like you're going to cry again?
At least my face doesn't look like moldable putty.
What's that about my face? You really want to talk shit about the person who could spit in your food?
We literally spit in each other's mouths like all the time, Hanashiro.
You only call me Hanashiro when you're trying to piss me off. Because then I know you could easily just call me that all the time, but you don't. Because you take some weird joy in making me enraged.
Well, Shiro-sama, maybe stop being so fucking hot when you're enraged.
You love these two. Oh, shit.
What's this? You think I'm hot?
Yeah, you think you're a hot shit when you're totally not even a little bit, no.
He thinks the lady doth protest too much.
Who's a fucking lady?
Shirikiku.
You say. I deflate.
You got me there.
You put away the pot, and then I pull out a frying pan, and you pull out some prepped corn. I had it right the first time. Already cut from the cob, as though you'd planned on this midnight snack, or at least were ready for it. You put the chili crisps suspended in their own oil and with a bit of sugar, and then you proceed to toss the corn in and pan fry them.
A little more sugar.
I say.
Say please.
You say, smug.
Oh, the great and lordly Shiro-sama, may your graciousness deign to add a spoonful of sugar to that tender corn you are so magnanimously cooking for this humble and obedient servant.
Acceptable.
I kiss you on the cheek, and I think our conversation is forgotten, but then you stir the corn in our kitchen where you feel safe, and I feel safe because of you, because of how this started. And you say,
You don't have to stay with me.
under the crystal lanterns, glowing with caught fireflies feeding on the sap that drips from the crystal inside. I reach out to touch you, but you flinch back and, startled, since it's been so long since you did that, I jolt back and my elbow knocks over one of the lanterns on the counter, the one we never could be bothered to hang back up, and it shatters on the floor, fireflies bursting out of it and out the open screen door into the night. I immediately open my mouth, but you have your immortal expression on, the somber and deadly one, where your mouth goes still and empty and your cheeks smooth without even the barest hint of expression I've come so far to enjoy. And there's something about the glass pearl of your eyes that unsettles me in my seat. You say,
Leave me when you tire of me.
my eyes burn and I feel a flicker of what I imagine you do when your mood twists and the pendulum of it swings hard in the other direction. I am so angry, but when you look like that, I know yelling at you will only make you shut down. So I do nothing, and you continue, and I just fucking cry.
I know you want to say you won't. But everyone does. And maybe it won't be. It won't be because you wanted to tire of me. But regardless, your body will tire. Someday it will fall to dust. Will you ask me to wait for that someday and live forever after? Knowing I can never have this back? You can pretend you will never tire my company, but you will. This thing we have, it'll rot long before you do.
I'm shaking.
Hanashiro.
You turn off the burner and lit the pot, and then you turn to me, kissing me because you never need to ask to kiss me. Not like I do for you. Because you and I both know I always want to. And it's not that I think you don't, it's that you can't or need warning to.
Hanashiro, you can't just... We need to talk.
I don't want to talk. I want to kiss.
We have to talk before we can kiss.
I turn away. You tip your head up to me, chin propped on my sternum.
Kiss.
Hanashiro.
I don't want to fight.
Then don't say stupid shit.
You nuzzle into my chest with your stupid fucking cloud hair and your gentle, wide shoulders narrowing at the waist and flaring out again into unfair hips and a wonderfully soft stomach. You were a king once. A celestial king of heaven. And there you'll go back again. I don't know what to do. So I kiss you. Perfect. Kissing instead of talking about.
It'll work out.
Oh, I'm
like,
sure.
There's
it'll
no
be
problem
fine.
with this.
No notes. Perfectly fine.
Ochitsubaki. Ochitsubaki if they hired a relationship counselor.
I believe this starts with Hanashiro here.
Where are we going?
If you're gonna be showing me these super special Amiyuri secrets, we should go back to my house. I already took leave from Shiragiku, so it's fine. I'm sure she has eyes, and I know she knows where we'll go, for whatever good that'll do her.
Okay, and where's that?
Aw, Shiro-sama, don't you trust me?
Why should I?
Good question.
Tsubame winks.
But just trust me.
Also, I need to draw everyone's attention to the fact that the two of them are blinking in time with one another on the left there.
They totally are.
In sync.
Uneasily, with the ease with which I do. Tsubame leads me into the forest surrounding the Moonflower Castle, and then they draw a modern version, or what passes for it in these times, of a teleportation glyph. It's stylized, but clearly one that Shiragiku has brought with her to this age. Tsubame takes my hand, my gloved hand, and with a flash of light we step out into a small but noble cottage in the woods. Despite how almost completely overgrown by Feywild it has become, ivy striping the timber walls, the cottage stands comfortably with a nearly regal bearing amidst the vicious green. Timber is the building medium of choice due to an ancient adage about earthquakes, though none will shake until the camellias fall 10 years from now. And no matter how superstitiously built, this cottage, too, will fall. The house is nestled in wildflowers with starry moss padding the crooked stone path to the front door. The path seems to circle the extensive garden with one enormous tree cut apart from the rest of the forest and shading the house from view. Sakura blossoms fall petal by petal, scattering on the wind as we approach the door.
The lights are on.
Tsubame mutters darkly. Through the curtains of one dusty window there is a glow. My two foxtails swish behind me. The second surprised me on a recent night. I haven't thought about it over much. I find my we somehow got us another one. Okay. We got
It just grew there. I don't know how it got there.
It's the furry. It's taken over. Once it gets its claws in you, it never goes away. The second surprised me on a recent night. I haven't thought about it over much. I find my mind locking at every thought.
I mean, with Kitsune, right? They grow more tails when they get older and wiser, right?
Oh, is that the reasoning for it? And then nine tails being...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense. I believe this is Hanashiro's line.
Yeah,
now.
sorry. I thought this was your house.
It is.
Tsubame tightens their grip. They turn swiftly and urge me with them, but then the front door opens. Don't worry about the mess.
Another character.
Oh,
Wait,
shit.
this
Who wants to be this?
This is another character.
Yeah.
And Umi Suzume, a water sparrow.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Should we give the other character to someone who's not SK? So
Yes,
that
yeah,
Yeah.
you know
You're not
what?
doing all of
yeah. Why don't you take it, Reina?
Lund Kocheron, don't you dare leave without looking your father. Oh, father. Lund Kocheron, don't you dare leave without looking your father in the face.
Inouye Suzume, a water sparrow, lurches out of the house, hair short-cropped and sturdy-hipped, holding no resemblance to a willowy and lithe Lund Kocheron. Their dark wings splay out wide, two shadows remain in the house.
Do you think you deserve it? Do you really think you deserve your son looking at you in the face after all this time? After all that time you forgot about me?
Tsubame tightens their hand around mine in a painful, needling grip. Another shape walks out of the house and immediately looks like she's going to vomit. She covers her mouth in undignified horror, her twisted wire frame identical to Lund Kocheron's, who cannot be anything but her child. Almost a carbon copy. If not for a slight deviation in the jaw and far, far more hatred than the fluid water bearing this father of theirs holds.
Ame, you okay?
The Umi Suzume rushes to her side and she grips tightly onto their arm.
Hanashiro.
Ame croaks out, utterly broken. I stare blankly at her. It's not the first time someone has recognized me when I haven't known them. I haven't worn my mask because Lund Kocheron told me I didn't need it. They had told me to trust them, just now. And I had believed them.
Hanashiro, do you remember? Shirohana, do you remember? Shiro-sama?
Tsubame-chan says. Tsubame, Shirayuri, Lumoshiranui, Lumoshi, Shirohana. Lumoshi is not Tsubame-chan? No, I know who I was, but not who I've been. Am I here now, or have I been here before? Do I remember? Are you asking me if I remember who showed me the door? To the first floor, to the kingdom of heaven, and more. The rabbit kicks in my chest, but my composure is impeccable.
No, I don't know you.
I'm her little sister, Shirohana's. Not by blood, by something even stronger than... You have to... Please, we grew up as children,
No, I don't remember.
My voice is dispassionate and cold.
But if I did, you'd be best to forget you ever knew his name. I'd hate to kill the last of the true immortals.
That's the Umisuzume.
Now, what on godforsaken ugly earth are you two fucking talking about? There's no such goddamn thing as an immortal fool. And did you dare think you're in a place to threaten my wife, the father of my child?
Oh, your child, huh? Not your children? You always forgot you had two.
Fuck, Kocheron, now is not the time.
Mama, I think it is.
The final figure exits the house. A Suzume, a sparrow. The Suzume is broad-hipped with a cavalier's size and a proud warrior's bearing. I instinctively hate him. I see him, and I spit on the ground before I know what I have done. Tsubame-chan and I aren't lovers, but I lean my head against their deceptively bony shoulder before I know what I've done. This Tsubame isn't the other, but the name Shirohana makes me defensive.
Mom, all Loon Kochuran wants is for you to recognize him. That's all he's ever wanted. Please. Suzume,
Lun Kochuran spits.
don't pretend you had no hand in it either. 3 years. You had 3 years, just the same as them, to open that fucking door. And instead you left me to rot. Say what you want. I was still the brother my brother forgot. And I'm sorry, but
We have bigger things to worry about.
The Umisuzume hollers, clutching a sickly-looking immortal Ame.
get out of my house. All of you. Get out and leave and never come back.
Tsubame-chan says lowly while I rub my head against their arm. The immortal stands, wide-eyed, shaking her head, digging deep gouges into the Umisuzume's arm, and she screams,
No, my son, please, please, I am dying. I want to make amends, please. Please forgive me. Shiro-sama,
Lun Kochuran says dangerously.
give me an order.
Whatever you want, anything you want, I want to say, but I don't know why. And then,
You might feel like one, but do you really want to be an orphan? If nothing else, don't give up this chance to spit in their faces.
boom, got him. Lun Kochuran is still, and then they sigh and pull me along into the house, ushering the rest of their family inside. While their family hasn't done any renovations to the outside of the house, the inside looks very well lived in. Comfortable in a way that only a very tight-knit family could be, living in these close quarters. The cottage isn't suffused with light, but rather a low burning eminence, a glow that comes from beneath the floors that makes me strangely ill. The kitchen smells divine with what must be a soy sauce. Katsuobushi, kombu, and shiitake broth simmering on the stove. A very slight alcoholic fragrance that must be freshly cracked open bottles of sake and mirin alights the air, deepening the richness of the broth.
Who cooked?
I say, while the rest of the family stares at me with equally blank expressions. Tsubame-chan nudges me.
That'd be Mother, Ame.
Compliments to the chef.
I say, staring directly at her. Unnerved, she says.
Do you cook?
When I have someone to cook for.
I look away.
Shiro-sama is an excellent cook.
Lun Kochuran boasts obliviously, or with the effect of seeming oblivious.
First off, who the goddamn fuck do you think you... First off,
I drawl.
we should do introductions. I find myself at a bit of a disadvantage.
The Umisuzume lets out a barking, bitter laugh.
You don't need to know my name. Umisuzume, got it.
Umisuzume looks hard at the immortal.
Ame,
She says,
the wife to Umi Suzume, and the mother to Loon Kochuran, and the father to Suzume. Hanashiro, may we speak alone, please?
Lun Kochuran looks vicious.
And whatever would you need to speak to Shiro-sama alone for, Mother? Whatever it is that you can't say in front of all of us? Oh, I do forget. You used to love secrets. God knows you told me one I will die before forgetting. Mama still doesn't know. They'll die before knowing. Knowledge and belief are two different things, my son.
Ame says.
Perhaps I don't deserve it.
You don't.
I say.
Hey, now, let's all be civil.
Lun Kochuran's brother says. Undoubtedly younger, but only by a handful of years.
I'm Loon Suzume. You can call me Suzume.
No.
Tsubame-chan laughs.
And you know me, Shiro-sama.
You can call me Suzume. No. No, I'm good. I'm good, buddy. Do I? I automatically lean my head on their shoulder and nuzzle into it, confused but needing affection, which Tsubame-chan gives so naturally it's a wonder that we haven't actually done it before. Ame watches us like a hawk, but she is a cat, and not even two-tailed at that.
Tell me of your relationship to my son, old lordly Kitsune-sama.
Umisuzume says, slamming their fist on the table. Tsubame-chan wraps an arm around me, curling into their side and unfreezing my fingers out of their clawed shape.
No, you have no right to interrogate Shiro-sama. You lost that when you stopped being a father to me, Mama. I'm graciously here to hear my dying mother out, and after she dies, if you ever come back here, I'll burn down the house with you in it.
Dang!
Nissan, you wouldn't. You don't know me, Suzume. You didn't know me before, and you sure as fuck don't know me now.
Ame stares at me, and as though remembering, she speaks to me in the Amayori tongue, old and rusted, not quite attuned to the tone of one.
Hanashiro, how long has it been since you knew where to go? How long have you traveled to and fro, lost with nowhere to go? I am so sorry I didn't know. But I was a child. Lumoshi, Shirohana, and I, we were just children. We couldn't have known.
My voice comes out like tarnished gold, as though I've already forgotten the tunes of old.
You might have known me, but you couldn't have kept me from being so easily owned, from being alone. You could have been kind, could have let me into your glow, and not have just let me go. To him with every whim, bit of a wit and wonder, because all my peers tore me asunder. I had and still have nowhere to go. You didn't have to break my arm just because I sickened you so. And even a child that could tell the child I was too much the child I had been touched. You may have been a child,
I say.
but so was I.
You had Lumoshi.
Ame says, and I almost black out.
You mean Lamoshi, the same lady to prey on me when I was a child of 13? I still know how to get mean. That young, the years don't matter. Even I now, mad as a hatter, know this and more. The rabbit may have shown me what was behind heaven's door, but Lumoshi showed me more. 2 years older than I, never seeing eye to eye, but all the same imploring me not to tell, because it would fell the heart of the one he really loved, and I, the little dove.
What are you talking about? No need to stain his name, even if you're embarrassed by what you did. The Lady Lumoshi was an honorable man. Understand. The Lady Lumoshi was an honorable man. He only ever touched you out of pity. You know what you were like. So pathetic, you're lucky he touched you rather than spit out of spite.
So, just making sure I'm picking up on what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay. This is someone making an apologia for Hanashiro being assaulted.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome. Cool. I was like, wait, am I reading this correctly? I
You
feel
are
like I'm
indeed
reading this correctly and I don't like it. Okay. Fun. Ame breaks out of the Amayori tongue, and when she speaks, all in the room are stunned.
That's why he kept up with you when he was with my sister. You were so infatuated you practically forced yourself on him.
Whew. There are times, understand, when you are dealt a killing hand. And there is no need to pray because you are the god in the room. And if you can't help yourself, then whom?
Lumoshi.
I say in plain language.
He was a child that had already been used, who still as a signet would follow any command, beg of anyone's hand, and Lumoshi is a mid-teen, a child of 15 touched me, barely 13 at the time. with no more knowledge of the sublime than at his hands. He who taught me more than I should know, than anyone should know, who I went to because I had no luck and no hope, who pushed me further than anyone should go. You apologize for what the white rabbit did and not how Moshi exploited that. How Lamoshi, my first love, saw someone that he could always fuck. How he lucked out. He's the lady luck. God saw, who God saw, and let fuck me, the child the gods knew one of their esteem would fuck on a whim. I, the swan who swam so far, I would sink for him. You're dying on it. Do not think yourself worthy of forgiveness when you've done nothing to merit it. When all this time you have done nothing except forgive your sister's husband, you must know, you must see that Lumoshi only loved her, the surrogate for me.
I black out. Damn. That got
Rather
That was
real.
tough.
That got rather real there. Jeez. I'm gonna suggest that we call it here for this episode. And
That
next
seems
time,
like a good place to end it.
yeah, and next time we'll come back with chapter 7, which is more Lun Kocharon.
Hell yeah.
And we all, of course, need more Lun Kocharon in our lives after that.
He's great. Everyone
Lun
loves Lun
Kocharon's great. I
Kocharon.
love him.
When Lun Kocharon isn't on screen, everyone should be asking where Lun Kocharon is.
Exactly. He's such a little shit, and I can appreciate that.
The people demand more catboys, nya.
Also, just we take a second for the situation. You're going to your boyfriend's home, and his mom starts apologizing for the person who assaulted you.
Yeah. And it's like,
It's like, hey, Shiro-sama, can we accelerate that whole burn down the house with them inside plan?
Yes.
And no one ate dinner that night. Reina, I know we did this last episode, but because it's going to be a multi-part series and we should do it every time, plug your pluggables. Tell people on the internet where they can find you.
The links are down there, but I'm on twitch.tv/alephalpha, stream the gay VNs, and occasionally other stuff like visual novels, and board games or fighting games. And yeah, it's a good time. I have a channel just called Reina. That's probably linked below as well, where some of those Let's Plays are. Have a full Let's Play of Siconia and Fata Moru in there, and a couple of one-shots that are interesting.
Hell
Alright.
yeah. And obviously go check out the description, like, comment, subscribe, and all that goodness. And thank you for continuing to join us on this. I know we talked about this after we finished the demo last time, where we're like, yeah, we can't just let this go, can we? We kind of gotta keep going on this.
Yep.
And now I'm super invested. I want to know.
I gotta know. So join us next time, and thank you again for coming, Reina, and we'll see you all, audience, next time we have an episode of this. Have a great day or afternoon.
Bye.
Bye.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.